Hello and welcome to Weird Weirder, the show that brings you news stories you know nothing about and somehow makes you know less about them. I'm your host Rich Hudson, and joining me today are Harley McKittrick, Danielle Johnson, Alex Shinnick and Tom Greedy. How are you guys all doing this evening?
Yeah, good.
Very well.
Cool. Now the focus of today's show and the story our researchers have been particularly fond of this week are the crop circles in Coventry from September. The Mirror says crop circle mystery as strange pattern is found in countryside, and intriguingly the pattern, which is about 30 metres in length, is just a half a mile from the site of an intricate crop circle which appeared in 2011. So a very controversial subject, aliens, and of course we have quite the sceptical view here in the studio. So aliens or drunken teens? Now did you actually hear about this?
No.
I hadn't heard anything about it.
That's good then, because that means our tagline fits. So, what do you actually think? Do you think drunken teens or aliens or even something else?
I think there's a possibility it could be some aliens from somewhere different.
Could just be like a lawnmower that's gone wrong and keeps going around in circles.
Yeah. Like, you know the Specsavers advert where the guy doesn't cut the sheep properly, he doesn't cut the lawn properly.
Filming the Specsavers advert,
Right.
and then
They just didn't tell anybody. Or maybe it could just be people just screwing around with farmers, just to annoy them. That's what most people think anyway. I mean, what would you do if you looked out your window in the morning and found a crop circle in your back garden?
I think someone was playing a trick.
I'd probably think my dad didn't mow the lawn properly.
Coincidence.
It would have to be someone playing a trick.
So we're gonna save this talk for a little bit later, because now we're gonna have some fun, guys. We didn't just bring you into the studio to discuss potential alien activity in Coventry. We want you to be a little more creative. So we've come up with a little challenge for you. You four are going to be aliens on a spaceship flying by Earth when one of you notices these strange crop circles in a field. I'm going to give you each a character. Harley, you will be Captain Zorg. Alex, you will be Scientist Blarg. Danielle, you will be Navigator Kelt. And Tom, you will be Janitor Larry. You will pass by Earth and you have no idea what you're looking at. Off you go.
Captain's log. Cycle 69. We are passing by an inhabited planet known as Sol 3. Scientist Blarg. What is this planet known as to the life below?
It's known as Earth, Captain.
Earth, eh? Stop with the Lilo and Stitch references.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Navigator Kelt. Set a course for Quadrant 12 / Delta Force 6.
You know, you could just say Coventry.
Just set the damn galactic nav.
We're here!
Brilliant observation, janitor. I can see why I hired you.
Captain, that concrete monster is eating those poor people!
Where?
I believe that's called a ring road, Larry.
Well, if you're so clever, what's that?
Huh? Wait, what is that?
After the Lilo and Stitch references, you know, from Earth. I'm sure you'd know what that is.
It looks as if someone's carved some sort of message into the ground.
Navigator, zoom in. Don't think it's a message.
It looks like a tree.
What's a tree?
Oh, I don't know.
There is no Earth record as to what this message reads.
Well, that's helpful.
No, wait, they say that these crop circles are supposedly down to extraterrestrial activity.
Extraterrestrial? Larry!
What?
Was that you?
No. I don't know how to operate the quadruple-powered binary crop cannon.
Brilliant.
You really dropped yourself in that one, Larry.
I thought you'd like my trick.
Come here!
I quite honestly like that tree. I thought it was quite cute.
Quite thankful we saw how the captain reacted to that, though.
How so?
Well, do we really want to tell him about that accidentally launched escape pod about 50 or so cycles ago?
What? Why?
2 words. Area 51.
Brilliant, guys. That's all we have time for. So what do you think now, after finding out it could have been aliens, or are you still convinced it was students?
It's got to be the students, really, hasn't it?
There's
They're always
always-
up to mischief.
There's always that idea that maybe there are aliens here.
I'm not
Yeah.
disputing anything.
So you definitely believe there are aliens out there somewhere?
Yeah, what about on
Okay.
There
Mars?
could be some like life form on a different planet. Yeah, I don't see. We're
But,
alive.
but do you
so-
think they would come to Earth? Do you think they just rock up in a car park and be like, "Hey, we're aliens," or would they just go, "Yeah, let's just carve something into the side of a mountain or a field and say, yeah, I'll be fine, leave it at that."
Well, I don't know if they do that, but we're intrigued about going to other planets, so
Yeah,
maybe
so
they'll
maybe
be
yeah.
intrigued
they've got a
about going
spaceship.
elsewhere.
Feeling adventurous.
So do you think the fact that they never actually come down is because we're too scary?
Maybe there's a lot of us, to
Or
be
maybe they haven't
honest.
found us yet.
They've just managed to land somewhere that there's just nowhere. There's no people anywhere.
Yeah.
Desert, Antarctica, desert. Damn it! Well, thank you very much, guys. Next week, we're going to be looking at the concept of paranormal activity in Coventry. So thank you to my fantastic panellists, Harley McKittrick, Danielle Johnson, Alex Shinnick, and Tom Greedy. You've all been absolutely terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
guys. The show was edited by Christy Simpson and produced by Ben Rain. I'm your host, Rich Hudson, and you have been listening to Weird Weirder. I will see you next week. Good night.